So on the sides here are these holes. You pop these covers off and remove these bolts to get this off. So once you get those two bolts removed, the airbag cover comes off easily, and you have to disconnect the airbag here. Now make sure you disconnect your battery before attempting any of this, and then pump your brakes a little bit just to get any juice out of the system. Maybe even let it sit for a few minutes. They tell you to let it sit for like 15 minutes, but just make sure it's disconnected. You don't want the airbag to go off in your face. Now, the next step is to remove this bolt here. I believe it's a 21, I'm not sure. Yep, it's a 21. So once you remove that bolt, you gotta get the wheel off. There it is. Okay. So to remove the column cover, there's a few screws that you gotta take out, and then it should just come out like so. Now if you plan on reusing the clock spring, you gotta be a little more gentle trying to take your wheel off. I don't plan on reusing it, but you're not supposed to let it turn a certain amount of times, or it's not usable again. I don't know if mine is. When I popped the wheel off, it kind of, you know, came flying out at me. Regardless, all right, this is the next step. Now we have to remove the clock spring here, and we're gonna bypass the airbag, which is done by using a 2.2 ohm resistor, and I'll show you how to do that once I get this all removed. So next you disconnect these from the clock spring. This is the airbag clip. Some of them are different. There's a white piece that locks it, so you pop that piece, and then you just, now this is, you know, the rest of the stuff here. What I'm gonna do is figure out which one of these is the wire for the horn, and go from there. So to delete the airbag, they sell these basically anywhere, and it's a 2.2 resistor, 2.2 ohm resistor. So what I did, let me see if I can get it to focus, was bent it so that the two prongs go into each side of the airbag plug. Once you do that, just put a piece of tape over it, tape it up, and it should be all set. What's up, little man? Okay, so a lot of people think it's okay to run the horn wire straight through the hub into the steering wheel horn. It's not the way to do it. So first of all, you already know about the 2.2 ohm. Just so you could see, no airbag light. Right? Goes off. Okay. So next, this is the horn wire, and the way I did it, I just pulled the prong right through the back, ran this wire through the prong, twisted it around so you got a nice connection. And now this looks a little jalopy, but basically this is a horn contact plate. So I screwed it into one of the clock spring holes, clipped a little tab, and ran the horn wire to the piece of metal. Now, to make sure that that's your horn wire, just a quick test, you just want to get a contact. Right, okay. So now when this touches the back of the wheel hub, it'll make contact, but it'll be grounded. So when you hit the horn is when the horn will sound. So that's how that works. So once you get your wheel hub on, now I did a little different because I wanted a hole dead center because I want my steering wheel to not be cockeyed and the way the holes line up on the quick release. So I just kind of turned it until there was a hole dead center. Now I'm gonna hook the quick release up, ground to ground, power to power. I'm gonna screw it in and then we should be basically good to go. So now we're gonna hook up the quick release after I did the wires in the back. Basically put a bolt in each one of these, tighten it down, and next step, be ready to go. We got the wheel finally in. The hub and the quick release. Horn works. And if you look, the airbag light goes off. Beautiful. Thank you. Just so everybody can see, wheel response. Wheel is nice and tight.
Can we also fast forward the video too?
Thanks for watching, people.